brothers on the microphone. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. You already know what the time is. I handle my biz. It ain't no sleeping on the job. Open up your eyelids. We back working on the craft, doing what we do best. Full court running the press. A couple of vets. By request, it's just two black brothers discussing everything under the sun. Victorious run, rushing for the touchdown. 2-point conversion. We not kicking. We philosophizing with pole politicking. The DJ, period, point blank. The choice ain't too difficult when we do what the mother folks can't. In the paint, we going hard, cause we gotta be. Draft pick, lottery flow, sacred geometry. That's right, the people do so much talking. They close their mouth when they hear grown-ups talking. I showed up often doing more of the work. It's 4 eyes, now who you with? Well, spoiler alert, it's just two black brothers on the microphone. Getting live for the interview. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. They might teach you a thing or two. It's just two black brothers on the microphone. Tell them if your baby mom asks. It's just two black brothers on the microphone with a motherfucking podcast.
Welcome to the Just Two Black Brothers podcast. You politicking with Poet Period. We joined by the brother, Mr. Cee Knowledge. What's going on, sir? How you doing?
What's up, brothers? What's up? I'm good, man. How y'all doing?
I'm great. I said I remember being 9 years old, walking around the house singing "I'm cool like that." Yeah, I'm cool like that. I'm shot like that. Well, we be hitting on that shit. I'm hot like that. We was remixing it, saying our own shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I was telling Leo earlier because we had a speech on a couple weeks ago. So it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just weird, like talking to people like you that, you know, we grow up seeing and part of the culture, and we talking to them later. So I just say it's an honor, man. Nice.
That's what's up. Y'all had Mr. Wendell on there, huh?
Yeah, we were actually talking about Mr. Wendell. I asked him who Mr. Wendell was.
I love that group. AD, man, they dope.
Now, I was reading you from Fresno.
I'm from Philadelphia, but I live in Fresno now.
Yeah, that's what my girl is. She from Fresno, but she.
That's what's up.
You know, first thing I want to talk about your background, because I was reading that your dad was a Black Panther.
Yeah.
So how was it growing up with that?
I mean, my dad was a Black Panther, but he wasn't. My mom and him wasn't together, so I didn't really see him that much when I was little. You know what I'm saying? I saw him every once in a while. I mean, he definitely was a Black Panther, but he wasn't like an active father in my life. You know what I'm saying? So how did you get in? It seemed like I noticed to say like you changed your name when you was a part of, you was studying Nation of Islam in '88, and you changed your name. Yeah, that's when I went to college. I was at Howard University. I got around a lot of great intellectuals. You know what I'm saying, from all over the world. You know what I'm saying? There were cats from all over the world that I got a chance to meet. And got a lot of different new perspectives, you know what I'm saying, worldview, you know what I'm saying, going to college and being around people. Like, I went to college during the time when Puffy was at Howard, you know what I'm saying? So I was hanging around people like Puffy and, there was a lot of different people there that went to school, that went to Howard during that time, man. A lot of great artists that came out. That R&B group Shy was going to school with me during that time. The Mad Rapper. Mm-hmm. All these cats there, you know what I'm saying? Harv Pierre, a lot of those cats, the original Bad Boy crew, all of them was Howard University cats, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely got into knowledge of self during that time. That's when I got in tune with the Nation of Gods and Earths, you know what I'm saying? And I changed my name to Cee Knowledge back in, that was like 86, 87, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what does Cee Knowledge mean?
Man, that's C is the third letter in the alphabet, you know what I'm saying? And in the supreme alphabets in the 5% nation, to see is to be able to see things clearly with your third eye, which is the mind, the all-seeing eye, you know what I'm saying? And knowledge is just, you know, to look, listen, learn, observe, and respect, you know what I'm saying? Your surroundings, you know what I'm saying? So Cee Knowledge is basically to understand the information, the knowledge around you, you know what I'm saying? My full name is Cee Knowledge, born Allah, which means to bring about or to understand the knowledge that was brought forth by Allah. all in all. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. So just take us back to the early beginnings, like when you got into hip hop. Like what got you into hip hop?
Man, growing up in Philadelphia in the late 70s, early 80s, they would have a lot of block parties, and a lot of DJs would have big, gigantic sound systems. And in my neighborhood, the big sound system was a group called the Grandmasters of Funk. And it was a DJ Cosmic Kev, MC Perry P, a couple other people, you know what I'm saying, part of their crew. And they would do block parties around my way. And me and all my friends, you know what I'm saying, young boys, we was into hip hop. It was new. It was like the hot new thing, you know what I'm saying? We was into music. And we would just stand there while everybody was at the block party and everything. We'd be standing in front of the DJ sound booth, just sitting there gawking at them, like staring at them, like trying to soak in everything they was doing so we can go back home and like try to mimic it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like my first taste of like live hip hop. And then I got like a even more in depth with it when in Philadelphia they had this radio show called the Lady B Rap Show. You know what I'm saying? She was on the show on an AM radio station in Philadelphia, and she played all the hot new hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It was like on a real small station, so you had to like find a specific spot in your house where the antenna was just right, you know what I'm saying, to get the station in just clear, you know what I'm saying? And then you set up your cassette and you start taping, and I would just tape all the new hot stuff, you know what I'm saying? She would play all the new hot New York rap music, and I would just listen to it and soak it all up. That's how I got my first real, you know what I'm saying, foray into the hip hop culture. And then also in terms of like life, I was always hanging around cats that was into it, like, you know, arts. I was around a lot of graffiti artists, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be around the cats when I was a young boy, going around doing burners on trains and on walls and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot about all different types and forms of hip hop when I was growing up early, you know, in the 80s, growing up in Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? The arts of it, graffiti, the music of it, you know what I'm saying? And just in the style and fashions of it, you know what I mean?
And who was your influences?
Man, a lot of them, man. I mean, Grandmaster Flash, The Furious Five, Rakim, Treacherous 3, LL Cool J, Public Enemy. Man, it was just so many different cat. Cool G Rap, them, the whole Juice Crew, the Native Tongues. These were all the cats I grew up on, you know what I'm saying, that I loved to listen to and learned a lot of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And not only hip hop, I just learned just life, stuff about life, you know what I'm saying, in their lyrics, you know what I'm saying? They would teach you stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I kind of want to ask you about, because like I said, we had, Speech won a Grammy, your group won a Grammy. So I had Megan Stallion on the show. So what you think about like the content? It went from Speech, it went from what y'all had going on, now it's WAP. It went to Grammy for WAP. So does it bother you any, or it is what it is?
It's all good. I like some WAP. I mean, I'm down with some WAP. You know
I heard that.
I mean, we always had stuff like that. Hip hop was always like that. I mean, it's not like it's new to hip hop and people who are part of hip hop. And we had the 2 Live crew and people like that. You know what I'm saying? We had Too Short. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we had a lot of crazy shock stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shock value that was a part of the hip hop. I mean, hip hop is not all about just conscious rap and gangsters and stuff like that, man. It's about parties. About having fun. It's about, you know what I'm saying? It's about art, you know what I mean? The girls, you know what I'm saying? Getting money, the struggle. It's about all that, you know what I'm saying? All those things is part of hip hop. So I ain't mad at it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't too mad at it.
And then I guess the problem was I don't know if you heard about this period, but it was a lot of like the FCC complaints. Like everybody was complaining about the performance because they was in the
remember
bed.
Two Live Crew, they used to do that.
See, look, that performance, I mean, I ain't gonna front. I mean, on the Grammys at that time, it was the highlights. Like that's like prime time. You know what I'm saying? You got kids watching that. I can see why people are complaining, because I mean, luckily my kids wasn't really interested. They was too busy on their tablets and playing video games and talking to their, zooming with their friends, so they didn't really pay attention. But I was sitting there watching, and I was like, damn. I was like, as an adult, I was
wait, this year?
Yeah, they was like they had a big ass bed. They had a big ass bed. They was grinding on each other and everything.
Wait, Megan Stallion and Cardi B?
Cardi B and Megan did their thing. No respect to them, but it was definitely an adult situation. I don't think that was
what they call it, NSFW, not safe for work or something.
Oh,
I ain't seen. I'm gonna go check it out now. I didn't even know they did all that.
Yeah. on some grown man stuff, it's definitely something worth watching. Yeah, I mean?
Yeah, I heard that and I heard that she also didn't put the song up for a Grammy this year. They postponed it for next year because I guess her album
No,
that
they
she coming
won.
out with this year.
Oh,
But
Megan
I thought
Stallion won.
yeah,
Never
yeah,
mind.
Megan Thee Stallion won. But that song wasn't up for a Grammy because they want to
Mm.
put it up for the 2022 Grammys. I guess her album gonna drop sometime. I didn't know that. I didn't know your album had to be out at a certain time to qualify for
it
the
has to be,
certain year.
yeah, it has
So
to
I
be
guess the
dropped
album
by a
coming
certain
out
time. Yep.
later this year. So that song gonna be on it. So I guess that song will qualify for next year's Grammys as well.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Then
I don't know if that was a good move though. I'm like, the song hot now.
they're gonna be old later.
You know?
Yeah, I just wanted to because like I said, I was younger when you first came out, but I remember like Guru coming out, and I remember your Digable Planets coming out. So I took y'all like is that like jazz hip hop? Was y'all a part of that with Guru and them too? I know like that was kind of like a new genre coming out at the time.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was us. Yeah, we was definitely part of that. You know what I'm saying? People like Stetsasonic and Tribe Called Quest and those cats, they did it before us, you know what I'm saying? But we really like made it the prevailing theme of what we were doing, you know what I'm saying? A little bit more than the other groups before us, you know what I'm saying? They used there was a lot of groups that used jazz samples, you know what I'm saying? Jazz has always been a part of the hip hop lexicon, you know what I'm saying? All types of music, you know what I'm saying? From rock and roll, soul, funk, all that. Hip hop takes from all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then makes it its own genre, you know what I'm saying? So jazz was always a part of hip hop. I think we and a couple other cats really like made it a part of who we were, like Guru's Jasmine Taz Project, that group Us Three from the early 90s. They was another group that really like made it a major focus on what they was trying to do. Tribe Called Quest it wasn't really their thing, like their calling card, but Q-Tip sampled a lot of jazz joints, you know what I'm saying? He had that song We Got the Jazz, so you know what I'm saying, they known for it a little bit, but that wasn't like their thing, you know what I'm saying? They was just hip hop, you know what I mean? I think categories started getting more prevalent later on, you know what I'm saying? I think we got caught in that new world of categories, and we got caught in the jazz rap category.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, so how would you want like talking to someone new? So say you talking to like a 13-year-old or a 15-year-old about your music and your legacy in hip hop. What would you want them to know about you and your group?
Man, that we did it our way. You know what I'm saying? We stayed true to who we were. I mean, we came out in a time when what we were doing was not the thing. You know what I'm saying? We went against the mainstream. We went against what was cool, what was considered cool. You know what I'm saying? At the time, and G-Funk was popping at the time. You know what I'm saying? It was the thing. You know what I'm saying? In fact, when we was up for the Grammy that year, I had no idea we was going to win. I mean, we were up against some of the most major powerhouses in rap at the time. You know what I'm saying? Naughty by Nature, Dr. Dre and Snoop, Cypress Hill. I mean, come on, man. These cats, that was the mainstream of hip hop. We were like these new rebels that came out of nowhere doing some different hip hop, jazzy kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I had no idea that what we were doing was going to have such an impact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was big because, like I said, I was in Sacramento at that time, so like it was different because the West Coast rap at that time, like you said, all we listened to on the West Coast was the G-Funk. We Snoop Dogg, the Chronic, all that. So for that to come on the radio, for cool like that to be on the radio in Sacramento, that was big because it was like, man, we like, what's that? But we liked it. It was like, oh man, this is different. This is different, but it's cool.
Yeah,
I said I was in Mississippi.
Right, and
we was doing something totally different. It was like totally off the wall. So I would tell young cats coming up, for longevity, it's best to just stay true to who you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't follow no trends, because trends come in and go and they go out. You know what I'm saying? But authenticity is forever. You know what I'm saying? And so just be you. I mean, everybody not gonna like it. When we came out, people were like, what's that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Even when we won the Grammy, we had great hip hop luminaries like KRS-One who like were public about their disdain for us winning the Grammy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't think of us as like real hip hop. Like that shouldn't have won or blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all rapping on the song.
Like,
it's just sing songy.
Yeah, but you can't please everybody. You can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? You just got to do what you got to do, and it's not going to be. And when you're when you're doing something original and you're doing something new, you're always going to have to feel the ire of those who don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And those who don't want to accept something different. You know what I'm saying? But if you know what I'm saying, but that's why my advice to the young cast is just stay true to it. You gotta stay strong. Have a team around you that believes in the vision and is willing to fight and go hard for that vision. You know what I'm saying? Because in the long run, if it's good and it's people will recognize that authenticity, and in the long run it will just last longer.
No, I think it was pretty smart because at the time, like the parents didn't really want their kids listening to what Snoop Dogg and them was saying. We snuck and listened to it, but they didn't have no problem with listening to, you know, like some dance party music or some slow or some jazz rap at the time. So that was another way for the music to blow up in that era too, because it's something different. That okay, the kids can listen to this, and we just singing cool like that. We don't even know the rest of the words. We just know the dance to that.
We know that. We need the rap.
That's dope.
Yeah. So
sometimes you never know. You never know what it takes to lure people in to that magnetic that will get them to come and attract to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It could be the music, it could be a word you said, it could be the style of clothes you wear, it could be they can see the video and be like, oh, I like what they doing, or I like the way they look, or I like how their voice sound, or you never know what it is. But once you get them, that's good, because once you get them, then later on they'll start listening, they'll dig deeper, and they'll start realizing other things. Like if you just like the music, you start listening to it, and later on you'll be like, you start realizing, oh damn, well, they saying something all right too.
Right.
Or if you just like one of the catchphrases, and then you start listening to it, and you be like, oh dang, I didn't realize that bass line in there was so ill. Did you hear that little ill synth in there? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I am with music now. But that's what
me too.
Back then, I would have to take the song, pause it, and be like, because I would write my own lyrics. I would write the lyrics to songs down at the time. So I would have to pause it. What do you say? Pause it.
And you was
pause it. What do you say? Pause it. Just write it down so that when it come on again, because you know the funny thing about a song, if you can like a song for the melody, for the hook, but man, it's just some songs that once you know what they saying, and you can say it with them, it hits you different.
It definitely hits different.
Yeah, do you show it off when your boys come around? They're like, oh, you know that part?
I know,
yeah. I see your birthday just passed last month too.
Yeah, it did, but don't remind me. I'm getting a year older.
Well, you a Pisces?
Definitely.
Yeah, what day?
February 20th.
Man, that's my so this is how it work with us. My dad birthday February 20th, my birthday February 23rd, my wife's birthday February 26th, and my brother birthday March 1st.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So my dad always started out on the 20th. Now both of y'all started on the 20th now, but yeah, before my pop started on the 20th, and then I'm 3 days later, my wife 3 days after that.
That's
and then
dope.
Depending if it's a leap year, my brother, he 3 days after that.
That's dope. My oldest daughter is February 5th. I'm 20th, and my youngest son is February 21st.
Oh, so the next day. Oh, that's
next
crazy.
day, yeah. So yeah, that birthday week can be popping in this household.
All day.
Say, so what do you think about? Because you say you old, but you ain't old. What do you think about as far as the evolution of hip hop from when you got in the game to where it's at now? You know, I feel you didn't have screens back then when you started and stuff. Now they got streaming and all that, and YouTube and everything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think that's the biggest difference. You know what I'm saying? To me, is the technology. The technology has made a big difference. I mean, other than that, it's still, you know what I'm saying, beats, rhymes, and life. You know what I'm saying? It's still that. You know what I mean?
So
it's changed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But that's technology based changes to me.
So I would say to you, what makes a dope MC?
Authenticity, subject matter, versatility, vocal tone, beat selection.
Yeah, you got a lot of guys now. They force it. It's like, why are you forcing? Because people can tell when you forcing it. When they can tell when rap ain't effortless to you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, come on, man. You if you can't rap, if you ain't a rapper, just because you see, and you know, a lot of people see other people rapping. We talked about this on the show before. That's part of the problem because everybody want to be a rapper, nobody want to be fans and support.
So
it's like, oh, you rap, I could rap too. Then, like, come on, man.
True.
Like,
I find that's the problem. I find like when in terms of building a team, when we're talking about with the young cats and trying to build a team and keeping people around you that believe in the vision, because you get most people you get a crew around you and everybody wants to be the rapper. Everybody wants to be in the forefront. And there's so many other aspects of this business where if everybody had the long vision, the bigger picture vision, they would see that, you know what I'm saying, man, that maybe, all right, we all do this together. All right, I see him and her, they got the skills for the, you know what I'm saying, the lyrical vocal skills. Him or her, they got the production skills. Him or her can do the the videos. Him or her is really good on technology, social media marketing. Him or her is really good with money and management, so that we'll make them our manager. You know what I'm saying? You got to find everybody's skill set and then had the foresight to be able to say, all right, you know what? Everybody can't be the rapper. You know, everybody can't be on stage. You know what I'm saying? That's where the problem comes in. Everybody wants to be on stage. Everybody wants to be in front of the camera. And a lot of people like fall through the cracks, and it makes people jealous, and it destroys groups. But you got to figure out a way sometimes to be like hard with your friend. Like, nah, man, I think it's better for you. You better. You really good on them videos, man. Let's shoot these videos, man. You shoot the videos for the crew. And every so often, you know what I'm saying, you can be featured on the song here and there. But you got to find everybody's skill set, and if everybody takes their skill set and works it to their best ability, the team is gonna win. You know what I'm saying? 9 out of 10 win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember
everybody always wants to be the star. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that ain't what you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta recognize what your role is. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, you know what I'm saying, then you can thrive.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I remember you got people like, you just do the skit. You just do the skits every couple songs. We got a skit. You be talking on there. It's different. It's a lot of roles out there.
It's a lot of roles to make money off of, man. People are trying to be a star. But I mean, it's all good. We all stars in our own way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but just like you mentioned earlier about Puff Daddy and like a lot of Bad Boy being at Howard. But imagine if all of them was like, oh, I want to be the rapper. I want to be Diddy. No, everybody found their role and they worked as a team.
Yep.
You didn't have everybody
that's what made Diddy like because that. He was able to recognize, because all those cats, we all went to school together. I remember seeing them cats. We all partied together. They was like a big crew. They would dance, party together. And Puffy, his vision, he realized who in that crew of his friends that he was rolling with at Howard, what skill set they had, and he utilized them to the best of their ability. He had, you know what I'm saying? He had Amin Ra and them cats. He had them do the production. He had Harv Pierre doing business stuff with him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, certain cats doing management. Had certain cats, you know what I'm saying, doing certain things. He put them in the right position, and all them cats thrive. I mean, I would say at least the majority of those cats are still in the industry and are major players still to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then I know you got a new project came out. Look like it's Calidelphian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's that about?
So basically a hybrid of the two places inspired me, you know what I'm saying, musically. My hometown, Philadelphia, and my new hometown, Fresno, California. You know what I'm saying? I mixed them together and created my own little comfort zone called Calidelphian, you know what I'm saying? The mixture of California and Philly, those two musical inspirations. And I put together this album in the last year or so during the pandemic. And it's nice, you know what I'm saying? Grown folks music. I put my heart into it, and a lot of live instrumentation, a lot of drum machine, live instruments. I got a few features, specifically and importantly, my son, my eldest son, Crown, is featured on 2 songs in the album with me. A song called Like Father, Like Son, which I'm very proud of, produced by my brother Nimzo, and another song called Family Biz that was produced by my man Meeco. You know what I mean? So I'm very proud of this album, you know what I'm saying? A lot of hard work, a lot of long hours, but I think it was worth it, and I think it's some of my best work to date, you know what I mean?
All right.
We got a song.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I was gonna play this video, Do the Knowledge.
Word, Do the Knowledge. That's another joint produced by my man Meeco. Do the Knowledge. He's out of Germany, you know what I'm saying? He produced a lot of joints for cats like MOP, Smith and Wesson, like a lot of prominent hip hop cats out there, you know what I'm saying? And I was lucky enough to collaborate with him on this album, you know what I mean?
I knew you was from Philly when you said young boy.
Young boys, y'all mean?
No, we in a Facebook group with a whole bunch of Philly cats, and that's just how they talk. We did they was talking about a versus. They were saying R&B versus. They were saying if you had Philly versus like Detroit, who would win in R&B in an R&B battle?
Ooh,
but they say Philly
hard.
got they say that'd be a tough.
Philly got some. Don't sleep on Philly. Detroit is a beat. Motown and the sound of Philly. That would be a beast ass versus right there.
All right, we finna go into it right now.
All right, do the knowledge, baby.
Calidelphian. Look, I've been up, I've been down. I was lost and I'm found. Think I really found myself when I'm lost in these sounds. When I'm lost in these sounds. Yeah, so I dive deep in the grooves like a shot with the stove. Make moves with some dudes that you probably don't know. Who? Grown men move in silence. Never air my dirty laundry. That shit is childish. The Calidelphian is the wildest. The world tried to tame me, but they can't stop the violence. Nah, hip hop is my solace. Peace ain't the word to play, so do the knowledge. Do the knowledge. So do the knowledge. Do the knowledge. They say positive enlightenment always causes elevation. Thoughts expanding, mind resuscitation. Notwithstanding certain complications and some slightly shady applications. I came here to rock the nation and keep the population percolating. When they hear this collaboration, then they go out and they tell their friends to do the knowledge. 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 They say hip hop don't stop even when they cock block. Hustle stay steady, beat like up on the hilltop. Back on the block, back on these beats, back to the grind. Man, a brother gotta eat and a brother gotta do what a brother gotta do. A brother like me ain't nothing like you. Yo, I'm true to my name, true to the game. Never ever ever lost myself in the fame. Do the knowledge, do the knowledge. Yeah, do the knowledge, not knowledge, not knowledge. Do the knowledge. Say what?
All right, we back. Let me unmute y'all. Yeah, I like that joint.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Like you said, you could tell when people they just rappers, man. That's just what they do. They got it in them. They don't never leave.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it'd be funny because like people be trying to say like, oh, they know like positive music out there. It seems like I see like you like speech. It's like people still putting out positive stuff, but I guess people ain't looking for it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
And then
Fredro Starr had a nice album he sent to us too.
Who?
Yeah,
Fredro Starr. We had him.
Hell yeah, I heard that. Fredro Starr got a dope. Yeah, he's always been dope, man.
Yeah,
Honest, you know what I'm saying? Honest.
Shout out.
Y'all actually, I saw Will Smith in that video. I was gonna say, did you come up with him? Cause I know he's from Philly too.
Yeah, he's from Philly. I don't know him personally, but I've run into him a few times, and I used to when I was a young boy. Him and Jazzy Jeff used to rock a lot of the parties, and back in the day, they was another one of the crews that was prominent in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? They would do a lot of high school parties and stuff, and a lot of DJ battles, and I would be at the parties and see them and stuff like that. They was Will Smith is definitely one of the Philly kings of hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I mean, shit. He tried to transcend hip hop and went to movies. Like how you think?
No doubt.
How he went?
Yeah.
But now when I think about it too, I'll be looking at it. I'll be like, man, I think like Pac probably would have been a biggest movie star as him too, though.
No, yeah, no doubt. He was up there. He was up there. Yeah. He was a movie star. He was definitely a movie star.
Yeah, he was a movie. Yeah, he definitely was a movie star because like
I think he would have got big like Will Smith like.
Yeah, because he was getting good roles right when he died.
No
he
doubt.
was getting those good roles. Like Gang Related was a good role for him.
Yeah, he was definitely getting a lot of good roles. I think he would have definitely took it to the next level. He would have been up there like Queen Latifah and Will Smith.
Yeah,
he would have been up there.
Hey, what y'all think?
She had a show.
She on the Equalizer. What y'all think about that?
I haven't watched it yet. It don't look.
I haven't seen it yet either.
It don't really look like something I want to watch, but I got mad respect for Queen Latifah though. But I don't know if I want to. I might try it out one day, but it just when I first saw it, I was like, nah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, because she on there fighting and it don't look believable. Like,
that's how I was with that Black Lightning joint. I never watched it.
Oh no, son, no.
That was good.
No, Black Lightning. No. Let me tell you. No, that's one show. If I don't know if you're not in the comic books, maybe you won't like it. But
no, I am.
No, it's official, and the soundtrack. It's got dope music on there. I mean, they ain't no joke. That show is for real.
Okay, I gotta check it out.
It's a real black superhero show, and I got mad respect for it. It's dope.
It's almost like Luke Cage.
It's up there with Luke Cage. It's up there with Luke Cage. It's got a dope soundtrack. Dope. It's written well. It's acted well. Good fight scenes. Good special effects. It's pretty dope.
But you know how we are, man. We don't know the main actor. We don't give it no.
Yeah.
No,
I heard people. But that dude, he been in a lot of movies though. That dude who plays Black Lightning.
That play him.
Yeah. Chris
I didn't know who he was, so I never watched it.
Yeah, he been in a lot of stuff.
But I did that with Snowfall, so now I'm behind.
Snowfall,
so I just started season 1 this week.
Oh my God, you only on season 1?
Man, look, I had to ask the fellas because I was like I was episode number 2, but I didn't know who nobody was, and it was like, yo, you gotta let that one cook. It'll all make sense to you later.
Yeah, it will, and it's a really dope show. That's a dope show.
Yeah, I'm gonna check. I'm checking that out.
Yeah.
I was a Power fan, so I didn't watch Snowfall. I watched Power like every day.
Snowfall is up there with Power. I'm telling you, Snowfall is up there with Power. It's a John Singleton show, man.
Man.
John Singleton, man.
It's funny, right before, actually, speaking of Power, right before this interview, I was looking at this clip, and I don't know who it was, but it was like, you think Power was good? They said that BMF was going to be real good.
Who? Oh, they got one of them coming
BMF. Out? Yeah, 50 Cent coming out with the BMF one next.
Oh, yeah. What's BMF?
Oh, wow.
Big Meech in there.
Oh, word? I didn't know
that. I didn't know they was doing. I know the one of them just got released.
He been talking about it. Yeah, that's coming out next. The BMF one. They say that one's gonna be real good.
Oh, I guess it's more realistic. You talking about the real? I thought you was talking about like you talking about the real motherfucker.
The real,
yeah. Like the gang.
Yeah, but 50 Cent is making a.
I thought you was talking about some like some fake, like, you know what I'm saying?
No. No, you talking about the real BMF. Big Meech.
Yeah, he making that like Power. We doing it. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
He said it's gonna be real good.
Yo, be into that.
Yeah, I watch that too. I like stuff like that. I watch it. I watched you watched the DC joint on HBO Max, the 4-hour one.
What did I just got about a couple of days ago? I was watching.
Everybody talking about that.
Again.
Look, I gotta watch it again because I was falling asleep toward the end, so I gotta rewatch.
It's pretty long, but it's dope. And if you into the Justice League, that joint is that was how the Justice League should have been. The one they put out was nothing, man. That joint was corny, man. This one right here, it goes into depth, man.
Yeah,
deep into the story.
My wife was saying it give you more like the character stories.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was good. I said, man, they tried it. They said it was some people like it better than Endgame.
No, I think it might be. It might be. It was pretty dope, man. Because I like how they just expanded the whole DC universe. They brought in Martian Manhunter. They brought in the Green Lantern. It was pretty dope, man. It was pretty dope. And the sad part about it is that they talking about they're not going to do a sequel and all the little storylines that they were that they kind of hinted in that show in that movie that DC or Warner Brothers is not
like branching out on them.
They're not planning on expanding on it. And that's why
they
the
losing
DC
money.
Universe is always going to come second to Marvel. That's why they will come second, because that's a terrible decision, man. That's terrible. This is one of the best DC movies that they made, comic book movies they made in a long time. That's getting like critical acclaim, and they going they messing up. That's why Marvel runs that game.
Yeah, Marvel got the series coming out with the Winter Soldier, and it's already out now.
It's out already.
Yeah, they got episode 1 out already. I'm like, y'all need to do stuff like that.
I know.
Yep.
And WandaVision was dope too.
Yeah,
my son watched that. He's like, I want to see the finale.
Oh, that joint, yo, the finale is crazy.
Yeah, I gotta go watch it. I'll be watching it. He watch it. Him and my daughter watch it. I ain't watched it yet.
Yeah, actually, I was talking to this guy yesterday, but he was telling me he went to school. I guess Chad Boseman went to Howard too.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
But it's right after you, because I asked him. I said, "You went with Puff Daddy?" And he said, "No, it was a little bit after that."
Yeah, I was after him. Yep.
Yeah. Were you a fan of his work?
No, what? Come on, man. Chad was
he was a monster.
Man, he was an incredible actor, great person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he is always black. He's Black Panther, man. I don't care what happened. He's black.
That's what I call him.
Forever.
Was he the Black Panther? Jackie Robinson, James Brown.
James Brown. He
played all the roles.
Brown. Good. I love that James Brown movie he did.
That's why I say it was almost like maybe he knew about what was going on with him way before. Cause I was like, what made him pick the roles he picked? Like he picked a lot of iconic roles.
I'm going out as a legend already.
Yeah, he like probably already knew what was up or something.
No, I just watched this movie he did. It was on Netflix called Message from the King.
Yeah, I never saw that.
Yo, that thing was good. He from Africa coming to the U.S. looking for his sister, and then he found out that they killed her. So he just went on a little war path of avenging the sister. So that thing it's called Message from the King.
I gotta watch that. You got me hooked already. It's called Message from the King.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Wasn't it called Message from the King? No, Message from the King. My little son Fi talking about it said Message from the God. No, it's Message from the King. Message from the King, because they was part of a crew called the Kings in Africa. Him and the sister and the brother. So it was a good story though. That thing. I think T.I. was in it.
I'm watching that. I'm watching that tonight.
No, that was a good show. In that show on Netflix they had Cutthroat Island.
Cutthroat Island, I don't remember that.
That's on Netflix. That came out maybe like about a month or so ago. RZA did it. It's good.
Oh, well,
it's good. That's a good
one.
So
it's like a kung fu movie?
No, it's an action movie. No kung fu elements. So that's why I didn't watch it at first. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to see no black kung fu.
Yeah, he used to do kung fu movies.
But no, it's just straight action movie. I think T.I. one of the main villains in it.
Okay.
Wow. It's called Cutthroat Island?
Cutthroat Island, yeah. That's on Netflix.
All right. I got 2 new shows, 2 new movies to
check out. Definitely. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'll ask you. So I just want to kind of so what's your definition of hip hop? I feel like, especially like nowadays, it got really commercialized. So people feel like you ain't making money, you ain't doing nothing. But I feel like it's still art. Like it can't be always about, but what's your opinion?
I'm with you on that, man. It's not about. I mean, I'm a grown man, so of course I respect the money. You know what I'm saying? But I don't put it above the passion of the culture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've missed out on a whole lot of money because I decided I didn't want to. I wasn't going to whore out the culture just to get a check. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, shit, I missed out on hundreds of thousands of dollars I could have got, you know what I'm saying, on certain projects and certain little things I could have done or we could have done as a group, but it just wasn't the right move, you know what I'm saying? To me, I think hip-hop is beats, rhymes, and life. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's more of a culture to me. It's a way of life, and it's become a way to take care of us culturally, financially, socially, politically, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, when you look at it in that regard, you got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? You got to put it on a pedestal and show it and have integrity. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's not about the money with me. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and shun the money, but it's not about the money. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get caught up in the money and lose yourself in that. And next, it's no longer about the art more. You know what I'm saying? It's just about the next dollar. You know what I'm saying? And I don't.
Then you lost.
Yeah, you get lost. I don't ever want it to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I want money, you know what I'm saying? Because we need money to eat, to live. And we all like to look nice, have nice clothes, you know what I'm saying? Go places on vacations with our families. You need money to do that, you know what I'm saying? But I'll never sell my soul in regards to chasing no paper, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Paper come and paper go, you know what I'm saying? There's many ways to get paper, but I just feel like I'm never going to sell out any of my people's do anything to destroy the community just to get paper. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth it to me.
I feel like we in the U.S., so money's important. But what if you live somewhere like What if you lived in an island and you got fruit right here, you got land, you got animals? Then what is money? You don't need money like that. But I feel like America, like we make it where if you ain't got no money, you ain't got shit. But it's other shit that make you rich besides money.
Yeah, it's a capitalist society, so we can't escape that fact. But you just gotta just keep yourself around like-minded individuals who see the world and see the beauty in the world outside of just that paper chase. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get caught up in that paper chase and get cold-blooded and just, you know what I'm saying, and just nothing matters anymore. You know what I'm saying? Things matter to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the culture. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it twisted though. I do want some money, but I ain't gonna sell my soul for that paper though.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Even like, you know, Kanye got a divorce, but I'm pretty sure you asked him like, would you rather have your family and be together still? He'd probably be like, I'd rather be together still than to have that money. Like, he's like richest man in the world, one of the richest men right now. But
yeah,
he's
definitely not paper deficient. He definitely not paper deficient.
Oh, yeah. We got some comments from Steve. He's one of our homies. He was saying it's better than the end game. Then he said they supposed to brought Steve Green Lantern in the movie, but they told Snyder to remove the scene.
Yeah, and he didn't. That's it's dope though because they had no plans on because they knew if they did that, the fans would be like, oh, what's, you know what I'm saying? They waiting for the next injection of like these characters to be in the next DC flicks. You know what I'm saying? And Warner Brothers had no plans on doing that, so that's why. But yo, they're gonna have a hard time keeping their fan base if they don't have a sequel to the Snyder Cut, or at least expand on some of these storylines that they hinted like in this movie, because this movie was one of their best movies ever, man, for real.
Did you? Better one. We got another question from Steve, but did you see Soul? Did y'all watch that?
The cartoon
animation,
yeah, on Pixar. That was dope. Yeah,
man, my cousin. So my cousin, he an actor, so he had auditioned for Hamilton, and he didn't make it, but he made it far, but he didn't make the final cut. So he kept teasing that he was doing something with Pixar. So he made a comment on Facebook yesterday. He was like, "Man, feel good to see me as a cartoon character on Soul." So I'm like, "Yo, what?" So I texted him. I said, "Yo, what you did on Soul?" He was like, "Man, this is crazy. This is why I don't like about it sometimes about the game." About all the game, like acting, hip hop, all of that. He was Joe. He was the main character.
For real?
But they decided to just bring Jamie Foxx in at the end.
They wanted that big name. They needed that
yeah, because it was like they couldn't market his name like that. But yeah, he sent me like a YouTube video. So what they did for him, I guess, since they didn't use him, they put his like outtakes on the DVD.
Oh, that's dope.
So they still looked out for him, but
that's dope. They didn't have to do that.
They didn't have to do that. Yeah, he got paid because of that. And also, I guess he was at Pixar working, because he was doing the lines, he was doing everything, but he was just like, man, they decided to bring Jamie Foxx on. But he understood that though, as an actor.
Yeah, that's part of the game. That's part of the game, man. But the good thing is that he impressed somebody who was producing that thing, because they went out of their way to keep him in the loop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
His ass could have been on the editing floor like a motherfucker and never been heard from again.
Right. So I was like, oh, they put your outtakes on the DVD. That's some love right there.
That's mad love, because Hollywood is cold blooded. They don't give a flying fuck.
But Steve asks, who your top 5 hip hop all time?
Woo, that's hard. Top 5 hip hop all time. Dang.
Or just a Mount Rushmore of hip hop.
Gotta put Grandmaster Flash up there, the Furious 5. Gotta put them up there. Rakim, Wu-Tang. I would say Salt and Pepper.
Didn't they just get a Lifetime Grammy? I just saw that. Shout out to them.
Salt and Pepper. Damn, man. You going?
And for people listening, this is like a four fathers hip hop type question.
Yeah, because I'm 50-something years old, so I'm speaking out. I can't forget about, you know what I'm saying, even though there's a lot of good music nowadays, you talking about the Mount Rushmore, you got to put the foundation on there, you know what I'm saying? Because without the foundation, these cats that we like nowadays wouldn't even be around or have the success that they have. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the success that Run DMC had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In terms of mainstream, that allowed people like Jay-Z and, you know what I'm saying, Kendrick Lamar and people like that to have this great success that they have nowadays and get these gigantic endorsement deals. You know what I'm saying? When they got endorsed by Adidas back in the day, that was like, what? Who?
Nobody heard of that,
getting
right?
endorsed by Adidas, getting their own shoe? Like, come on, man. I mean, that's why. I mean, if I came up in this era, I'd probably have a different top 5, maybe. But because I came up in an era when hip hop first started, I can't not recognize the pioneers. Even though I know that there's cats out nowadays that are really good, they wouldn't be around or wouldn't be as recognized to me if it wasn't for some of these guys that I named. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
definitely. I'm gonna ask you, since you said Wu-Tang, what you think about? I know you saw the verses probably.
No, I missed it. I was busy. I saw highlights.
When it came on today or yesterday?
It came on like last week.
Yeah, a couple days ago.
I missed that one too. That was the RZA.
That shit was funny though, man.
Ghostface, like, it was Ghostface and Raekwon.
Yeah,
but RZA was on it though. I think it was a lot of cats from the Wu-Tang was on there.
Yeah, that shit was wild because at the end they just started playing all like this old ass R&B and they just was vibing out to it. They wasn't even playing no rap. They were just playing all old school R&B.
Oh yeah. Oh, toward the end.
Yeah, they were jamming. Everybody liked it. You should watch it. You probably gonna like it. Fake fan.
You know, I watch it on Apple now. It's better to watch it on Apple. Because you can watch it on the TV through the. It's good.
Oh yeah, yep, that's true. You can.
They gonna do the Teddy Riley and Babyface over now.
Oh, that was the rematch they had.
Yeah, that's the rematch.
And they got because they had a lot of technical issues.
Yeah. They was making fun of him. He was getting mad. He was getting mad.
Hey, they could do Earth, Wind, and Fire, Isley Brothers.
Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Isley. Who you got? What Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire is one of them they got coming up too.
Yeah, I got Isley Brothers. That's gonna be dope. And also
I said
they got Redman. They got Redman and Method Man 2 coming up on April 20th.
Yep, 420.
Fire. So a lot of people say Earth, Wind, and Fire because they saying a lot of people ain't gonna relate to the Isleys now. Like a lot of people might not know a lot of their music, but I guess Earth, Wind, and Fire has been more.
Hey,
no, people don't know when they hear some of the songs because
that's what I said.
A lot of rappers have samples the Isley Brothers. Over
there. Between the sheets.
When you hear some of their songs, you're gonna
be like, oh.
Hey, when you hear that, you're gonna hear that. This is Mr. Big.
But no, that's what I said. See, a lot of them know Mr. Big.
Yep.
Then they do the Isley Brothers, like the younger people.
Yeah.
But he gonna sing that song. He gonna sing Contagious.
Or Contagious.
He gonna sing Contagious for sure.
No, you know what's funny though? They dropped an album like in 2005 that I like called. It had a song called Body Kiss on it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
That album was. I said, man, that was. So I feel like they just same as Earth, Wind, and Fire. They both stay relevant throughout the time.
I think they said they the only group to drop. They've been dropping albums since the '60s. Like every decade they dropped an album.
That's what's up.
I don't know about the last two, but I know like it was 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s.
That's dope. Oh yeah, that's dope. I like that. Right. That's what's up.
Before we go, man, for the viewers, if we was looking at the Cool Like That video, wait, what was your name in the group back then? I know it was different. It was different name. Yeah, Doodlebug. Yeah,
Doodlebug. It was Cee Knowledge the Doodlebug.
What was the girl's name?
Ladybug.
Yep. Man, I mean, we used to look. It was a Butterfly. Yeah. Man, we appreciate you, man. You know, coming through, chopping it up with us. We really.
I had one more question.
Oh, go ahead, Paul.
You probably gonna be like, man, I don't want to hear this question. But I just want to ask you about because it's like, what do you think about Tupac and Biggie, like what they went through and all that? I know you was like when you was coming up at the same time too. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I knew both of them cats. I was lucky enough to get to know both of them, and they was both. I consider them both of them my friends. And it was sad how their friendship. I mean, more importantly, forget the fact that I knew them and they were friends. They were more friends to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, and it was a shame to see how that friendship devolved because of the crew. You know what I'm saying?
Outside influences,
outsiders. You know what I'm saying? People who weren't even outsiders are up in each other's ears, like, you know what I'm saying, doing that little sussa. You know what I'm saying? Sussing up in people's ears, and it got to the point where they became mortal enemies, and it got to the point where we lost two incredible legends. Both of them were had a great impact on our culture and our community, even to this day. You know what I'm saying? You can't go nowhere without hearing the impact that Biggie had and Tupac had on our culture. You know what I'm saying? So Man, I'm sad that it had to end that way because I think both of them would have been incredible artists to this day. Would probably be doing so many other things. I can see Biggie Smalls heading up his own label nowadays. I can see Tupac being on some Denzel Washington type stuff nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
You know it was crazy because Pop, man, they was both young. So the thing what I said was I was like, man, you know what though? Pop got himself caught up in a thing where, you know, they say Suge bailed him out. So now Suge bailed you out. You gotta ride with what he going through right now. Because Pac wasn't part of the original East Coast West Coast rivalry. It's just that the West Coast ain't had nobody to go back and forth with hits, star power like a Tupac. So it's like, damn, if I can get Pac on, we probably gonna make some noise in this East Coast West Coast rivalry thing. Yeah. But what he did was you took a young, hungry lion though and let him loose, but you wasn't really giving them the backstory to everything. Probably like, yo, just go out there and eat, man. They talking bad about the West Coast, da 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 da. And then Pac just got involved in that, but it was like you can't turn your back on that stuff. I mean, you can't start it and then try to finish it and then try to end it because Pac wasn't that type of dude. Yeah, it was like I'm just gonna go hard. But like he said, he probably wasn't thinking like this gonna turn into something violent though. Yeah, none of them thought that.
Nah, nobody even thinks that far ahead when it comes to stuff like that.
Even now though, like the more you think about it now, it was like, man, this shit was bigger than what they was going through because all them cops was involved. So you like, it was some shady shit going on. I think
there's a lot of shady shit going on, man. There's a lot of
shit. Yeah, all the damn cops involved with that shit, man. Like, man, come on now. So
what they say,
who control the cops? Like, just keep going up. So that shit was shady. Yeah.
No, and you probably got up. We probably talk to you again because we didn't even touch on being woke and everything that's going on in the world. Like just the U.S. for it. I just heard that little boy from Kenosha got off.
Who?
Remember the little boy that had the riots for the and he shot
the one that shot him.
Oh, that little the kid. He was walking down the street. He traveled. His mom drove
from Chicago, like, Illinois, somewhere.
Yeah, he drove him out of state to Kenosha, and then he rode around and he shot those people.
Yeah,
what happened? He got.
I just heard he got off. Yeah, heard he got probably some probation or something.
That's so America. That's so America.
I was saying,
it don't surprise me. It hurts my heart, but it don't surprise me as a black man in America, man. That's just they've been doing that to us forever, man.
Oh yeah,
what they said too. They was like, "That's boy, you want to see some white privilege, boy? We'll show you right. We'll slap it right in your face."
What you think? You taking the vaccines? You taking the COVID vaccines?
I haven't taken it yet, but I'm a little hesitant on it. You know what I'm saying? The distrust of the government and all that type stuff. But I also see, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna be stupid about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust the government, but I definitely trust science and medical experts. So I'm weighing my options. I'm not eligible yet to get it yet, but when I am, I'm gonna weigh the options and I might get it because I definitely want to get back to work. I want to get back out there and start touring again. And if that's one of the reasons I got to do it. I know a couple of people personally that have taken it. You know what I'm saying, and they seem to be all right. So I might do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's how they're gonna get all of us. They're gonna tell us, look, like, all you entertainers, y'all want to tour. Y'all better get that. They're gonna be lined up to get that.
It's fucked up. That's how they doing it. You know what I'm saying? They put
a chip in you when you get a vaccine. That's what I'm hearing. So I don't know.
I can see them now. They're gonna make it to the point where they talking about vaccine passports. You know what I'm saying? You might not even be able to fly or nothing. You can't prove that you got a vaccine. It's going to get crazy.
We can't, especially with us. Like, man, shit. I be reading about that Tuskegee experiment. That shit was cold. So it's like, why they can't do that? History repeats itself. So,
nah, but look, an old head told me today, man. He put it in perspective for us. He was like, the Tuskegee experiment was back then. That was some years ago. He said you got a collective. With this vaccine, you could have a collective. It came quick because you probably got a lot of more advanced minds working on it. It's a collaborative effort. So that because a lot of people got questions like that, like how did y'all make it so fast? When vaccines normally take 10, 15, 20 years. Now y'all got one in less than a year.
That's true.
And they was already working on it.
And they already, but that's what he said. He said
he was already working on it.
No, remember the movie Outbreak? Outbreak, they had that outbreak going all that time, but they already had a vaccine for it.
I thought Outbreak was about HIV.
It's brother, it's probably alien technology, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They found something, man.
I've been telling y'all, I've been saying, like, I don't know if y'all heard this on the news. They're actually saying on July 1st, the government is going to release a document about UFOs, and they're saying they're not going to be able to explain everything that's in that document. Yeah, so they saying people just overlooking it, because you remember even last year the government put out that video about the UFO, and nobody, like, it just, because I guess everybody dealing with COVID, but they like been saying it now. They just admit it now.
They like, it's time to let the people know we've been knowing.
Yeah, and then they were talking about, I guess they admitted, like, they said the U.S., China, and Russia admitted to trying to shoot down UFOs.
I mean, if you're gonna expose your secrets, this is the time. This is the era to do it. We're in an era of misinformation. You can't trust nothing that you hear. Everybody's throwing out. People are doing like specific campaigns just to distract and misinform people for political agendas. You know what I'm saying? So this, if you go on a lot of people and misinform them, this is the era to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got half the country that believes in a conspiracy theory, the other half the country don't believe in it. Like, if you go to expose your secrets, this is the time to do it, because ain't nobody gonna believe it anyway.
I feel that.
Or they're going to ignore it because they got so many other things to be worried about. We got to worry about these racist cops. You know what I'm saying? We got to worry about this, that. Like, I ain't got no time to be worried about no aliens. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said, but I think aliens will fuck with us though, just because of hip hop. I think aliens will be like, they'll tip their hat to the hip hop. They'll be like, that's some cool shit y'all pulled off.
You got to look at the brown baby in there.
Say hi. Say hello.
Yeah, we
all right. Say bye. Say bye. All right. Yeah, we appreciate it, sir. We stay tuned in, locked in with you, man. We typically do that with most of the guests. So you know, we could probably back on maybe later date, talk some stuff.
Mopo politicking, you know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it, brother. Thanks for having me, man. And if anybody's interested, you know what I'm saying, check me out at Cee Knowledge Presents.bandcamp.com and check out that new album. You know what I'm saying? I got vinyl, I got CDs and digital streaming. You know what I mean?
Perfect. You on IG as well?
Yeah, I'm on IG at official Doodlebug.
Yeah, we gotta support the real, because they don't got. We was talking about making a. They gotta do something for the rappers, like a union or something, or like, you know, retirement fund for real. You can't just have these rappers, like, after they done not take care of them. So
especially when 20 years, 30 years later, that white people use all y'all songs at the wedding.
I know. I'm so, like, that shit made me mad. How I be like, you hear Prince songs everywhere now. That shit crazy.
Yeah, that's real though. That's real talk. We do need that. We do need
for real, man. You be like,
you know what I'm saying?
Man, you see them. I see the video where some dudes in like Iraq was dancing to CC Peniston finally in the club. I was like, what? What they getting it in over there with that? So, like I said, man, we appreciate it once again. More props and success in your future.
Thank you, brothers. Thank you. Peace.
All right, bro.
All right, y'all. Be safe.
Peace. We out, y'all. We'll be right back.